How you doing, my brother?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
Great, man. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
My first question is, could you tell me a little about yourself, sir?
Okay. I'm born and raised in Goose.
You from Goo?
I'm from Goose.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but you feel me?
Cross the track too.
Cross the track. Oh man.
Yeah, from Goose. Came out here to buy Palmetto. I'm going to the bank. My son said, "Daddy, I want to play football." So I pulled into the park and been here ever since. And that was 1982.
82. Dumos?
No, my oldest son, Clarence.
Oh, Clarence.
Yeah,
Okay,
Clarence.
okay.
Yeah, and I've been here ever since.
You know, here at Palmetto, what is your role as the Palmetto Football President / Pop Warner, well, Greater Miami,
Pop Warner, yeah.
Pop Warner President, Vice President.
Yeah, well, my main job here at Palmetto is to make sure we get everything straight. The park can survive. We got a place for them to play. I do all the paperwork as far as taxes, making sure we get everything to the CPA, all the regulations that the town of Cutler Bay might have, the state of Florida might have. I do all that. I oversee the coaches, concession, all of that. But the main thing is I have people in place that can do things, and I just oversee it and make sure we stay above water and we can pay our bills.
Oh man, you know, that's been great. So I mean, when you became the president here, though?
When I came here in '82, I like a couple of, maybe my second year here, Alvin McCrae asked me to be the commissioner for the park. Then I started going to the commissioners meeting, and next thing you know, 2 years later, I was the vice president of the league. Then after that, I came back here and I was treasurer, secretary. Then we had Hurricane Andrew. That was the only year we didn't have football, Hurricane Andrew, because it came and destroyed this room here in particular. And after that, I became president in the 90s, started dealing with FEMA, everything else with the park, getting everything straight, and here we are.
Okay, give me some history about Palmetto Raiders.
Okay, Palmetto Raiders was started in 1965. All volunteers. They're still that way now. Everybody here is a volunteer. They played down at Frangio Park, at East Perrine Park. This particular park here at Bel Air, the people that founded Palmetto actually built this park because it used to be a rock pit. They had the Army Corps engineers come in here, fill this thing in, built the building, and we was under the city of Miami at the time.
Okay.
And then we got taken over by Cutler Bay, and that's been sort of a little blessing because you can reach all the way to the top right here in Cutler Bay. They come here, we pay them a fee, a lease fee to be here every year, and they mark the field, cut the grass, anything like that.
Oh, they keep them marked up.
Yeah, man, they take care of us.
So this building is under the city?
It's under the town of Cutler Bay.
Okay. Well, okay. I heard you mention East Perrine Park.
Yeah, they played games there too.
They played games there?
They played games there. They played games at Frangio Park. We even played across the street, the Holy Rosary Church. We played games. Yeah. And then we played. When I came in, it was here, and now we share Lakes by the Bay Park.
Okay. But why no more games at East Perrine Park?
That's Palmetto Bay.
Oh, okay.
184 separate Palmetto Bay from Cutler Bay.
Cutler Bay.
So we are in.
So Cutler Bay.
This is Cutler Bay. Cutler Bay boundary is 184, and we 18500.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
Yeah,
some history there.
yeah. Color Bay is good.
Okay, tell me about 2018 season of Palmetto Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little about your coaches from each pound.
From
Start from the 75.
Travis Terry, his first year here. I think this was his first year being a head coach. They had some nice kids on the team. They went undefeated. And it wasn't close.
Yeah, I know.
85 was Julius Coates. Actually, last year he coached our big boys, the varsity, and he moved down to the Bandits at 85. And he was so happy. He said, "I'd tell him anything, and they'd do it." He smiled the whole season.
Yeah.
And they was one game away from the championship game. Mighty Mike, Mastoff, Darryl Flowers, nice staff.
Yeah.
They made it all the way to Sean Taylor,
Yeah.
and lost by that one touchdown. Junior Pee Wee was Arthur Allen, the chosen one. They had a good season also. Made it to the playoffs and
I don't mean to cut you off, but they,
chosen one.
they chose one. They thought one even gonna win no game.
Yeah, but the chosen ones was a young team. They straight from the Mighty Might, all 10-year-olds. They had a few 11-year-olds, older lighters come in, but most of the teams that are good at the junior Pee Wee level, they're loaded with older lighters, and so they held their own. I mean, they beat the team that won the junior bandit championship. We was the team that beat them in the regular season.
The only team.
The only team. And then we have the Pee Wee, Sheldon Smith. He came over from Richmond Giants this year and helped us out. The team was full of kids that a lot of first-time players, first ever playing football at all. I mean, and he held them together. They made it to the playoff. They won one game in the playoff. So, I'm really excited about them. Then, of course, Coach Knight had the junior varsity. He lost the game against Overtown in the regular season, came back and beat them in the Sean Taylor, and went all the way and came home with a national championship. And then on our varsity, we had Lamont Green, a former player, NFL guy, played here, went to South Ridge, Florida State, played Atlanta. Yeah. And he came back here and giving back to the kids, and they made it to playoff too, one game away from the Sean Taylor. So, and then the cheerleader, well, I don't know if you want to go and all of that.
No, we definitely going to go into the cheerleaders.
So I know if they watching, I know I got to go. Yeah, the cheerleaders.
Okay, give me some of the coaches, the cheerleader coaches. You can remember them?
As a matter of fact, I do. We had, of course, our commissioner, Antoinette Brown,
yeah.
And we had LaShawna Glaze and Tamisha Bruton was in charge of the cheerleaders. So, I pretty much let them handle the cheerleaders as far as, all the logistics of that. And but as far as the coaching go, we had some new head coaches like Cheryl Crew. She had our bandits. Almost every game she came out with, they had different outfits. I said, wow. I mean, it was impressive. And Ms. Bridgman on the 75s, we had Ms. Wilcox on the junior Pee Wee, and had Coach T with the junior varsity, and then Denzel had the varsity. He was going back and forth because he's still in college up at University of Florida. As a matter of fact, he graduates tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So the parents took off the day to
go up.
Yeah, to go up there. But they did a fantastic job this year with the cheerleader.
Yeah, great. As you can see.
Yeah, as you can see, first place. They won both all four of teams that qualified to travel. Won first place.
This was first place.
No, this is the national. But at Greater Miami, when I had our local competition, all of them got first place. When we went to nationals, they got, the Southeast region, we got the dance team got first in palm and hip hop, and then when we got to the nationals, they got first in hip hop and second in palm.
So, question: how many teams Palmetto Raiders had advanced past the STC?
This year, only one that was qualified to travel was the junior varsity. Our junior band is one, but they don't travel.
Oh, okay, they don't travel.
Only the junior varsity was able to travel and represent Greater Miami.
Okay, and as you can see, Coach Knight, I
Back
heard
to
you
back.
mention it.
Back to back.
Back to back. Y'all can see this back to back. That was, hey, Coach Knight, I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Is
And on the way there, last year he played the Ochoa Bulldogs from Orlando, from the Orlando area, and we beat them in the Southeast region. And when we were going back to the Southeast region this year, when they put the schedule out, they said both the winner and the runner-up weren't going to go to national.
What?
That was on the schedule when they put it out. And they did that in the varsity also. They've been doing that in Part 1 now for like 3-4 years.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't the first time it
Yeah,
happened.
because, they call Knight the free pass.
That's what they tried to say. But I mean, if it was a free pass, I mean, you should have been able to take care of him. But,
You're right.
Okay. So
It's hard to beat Knight twice.
twice.
It's hard.
It's real hard to beat him twice. And so they made the adjustment. And after they played, they played, the first game was against a team from North Carolina, the North Raleigh Bulldogs. And then the second game was the Troy Bulldogs again, but we reversed that action and took care of them. And then the team that we played in the championship, we actually played them last year in the first round, the Hartford State Red Hawks.
Oh.
We played them in the first round last year, but it was no contest this year.
As you can see, Big Herc TV followed y'all.
Oh, yes.
All the way up there.
Yes, Big Herc TV is here to stay. After they asked me, they said, "Can you get us some VIP passes to come?" Because they've been filming us the whole season,
right?
But they wanted to continue on it to the Sean Taylor Classic,
right.
And they said, "Could I put you down as VIP?" I said, "Sure, I'll put you down as VIP for Palmetto Raiders because they give us 2." So, and then once they did such a fantastic job, they sent the pictures in to the league.
Oh,
and when they saw those pictures, and I said, "Well, they want to travel with it." Yeah, okay. And and that was the beginning. So
at the STC, I was kind of mad though. It's this one particular lady. She always be with McQueen. She's a little short. Well, she do a great job.
I'm pretty sure
she's just doing her job.
And I don't know who you're talking about, but you're not going to get me to say something bad.
I forget. No. The only thing is, I must tell you, she is strictly by the book.
Oh yeah, we have quite a few of those. But you have to be able to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
So
that's what I like about her though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if she's right, you're gonna get an ear for her.
Yeah.
And so,
and she don't play.
Yeah, well,
she don't.
But see, now that I know you part of Big Herc TV, it's no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, just let the world know. Ain't no problem.
Worry about it. No, we're gonna get y'all some special credentials.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I like the sound of that.
Yes,
credentials.
We're gonna get y'all.
Now, I got one question for you.
Okay.
And everybody want to know about this. Who will be the 115 coach next season?
Okay. The way we do it at Palmetto.
Okay.
Every year we have what we call a football committee, which is the president, the vice president, member at large, equipment director, and the president.
Okay.
Before we can fill those seats, we have to have elections in the park. And as a matter of fact, last Tuesday we had our elections, and we named the people to be on that committee. So what we do, like during the year, I go around with the board, say who want to be the head coach, only the head coach, not assistant, the head coach for each pound. We make a list, and then once we had our election, We get the football committee. We call all the people in on that list to come here to this office and make a presentation, and then we select coaches from that. The 5 people on the committee select the coaches. We most likely won't do that until maybe the first week in January.
Okay.
So if any rumors out there, it haven't happened yet.
Let me ask you something. How Palmetto Raiders been so successful each year? Overall program.
Well, you have to have the right people in place, and you treat people right, they'll do anything for you.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
don't you don't just we do our best to make everybody feel welcome when they come here. When you appreciate what they do. At the end of the year, we have a Raider Day. Everybody come in, everybody do their thing, and then to make us so successful, we let the coaches. It's the coaches won.
Right.
If you don't have the coaches, you can forget about it. I don't care how good an athletes you got. If you don't have the coaches, you can forget about it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the most important. The football and the cheer, you gotta have them both, and it's a good thing. And each year, the coaches go get them and coach them up.
What can we expect from Palmetto Raiders next year? Now each year you've been, you got your nationals with Coach Knight. What about this year? Next season?
It's the same thing. Once we select the coaches, and
You'll know from now.
and the coaches, they know what team they're gonna have. So you can be in the mall and they say, "How old are you?" You look like you play football.
Yeah.
You cheer, and with Coach Knight winning, a lot of kids want to come here anyway.
Yeah.
And we treat the kids right, and it's for the kids. You got to make sure it's for the kids and not the coaches that want to think that it's about them. It's about the shorties.
Oh, okay. Look, you know what? Every year, I see that you give each team at least 2 uniforms. Outside of sponsors.
Right. Well, you have to treat them right. I mean, like they have the new rule about the helmets now. You have to, every other year you got to send your helmets in to get them recertified. You can't. It's a safety thing, because if you don't do that, you got to do that. And with the uniform, we used to do 2 uniforms for everybody. And if you've been watching Palmetto for the last 2 or 3 years, at any game, you see them guys come out with all of these. We say, so last year we said we're not going to buy 2 because you guys, and these coaches do it on their own.
Yeah.
We don't ask them to do anything. They just, day one. Our junior bandit had like 4 uniforms.
What?
8 games and 4 uniforms. So, the park, they buy it. And so we just roll with it.
Even with the cheerleaders. Okay, they won first place in hip hop, right?
Hip hop, first place, United States.
Okay. With the cheerleaders, y'all sponsor their uniforms also?
We have uniform. Actually, we have a set that what we used to call the competition uniform. They only wear them to competition. And now the teams buying all of these different outfits that they wear from week to week. Well, we got uniforms stacked in there. They go from week to week. They change it. And when you get to the competition in Miami, that's when they put on their competition uniform. But our dance team, they get something new every year, because like our dance team this year had 2 outfits, because they had a cheer outfit that we provided.
Right.
And then they had 2 different uniforms that they performed in, because they did 2 different routines.
the cheerleader that won first place hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Who that was led by?
Denzel Williams.
Denzel Williams. Okay. Great guy.
Yeah, he's that's his thing. Actually, he started out here playing football until maybe he got to the junior varsity level, and he broke his leg.
Oh.
And that's ended his
That's
football
a scary.
career.
That's a scary.
Yeah. And then after that, when he went to South Red, he got into the dance, and then he came out here, and they just follow him everywhere. I mean, they come because he know what he's doing. He went to Florida. They sent him to Africa, everywhere.
What?
Yes, he going.
Are you serious?
Yes, he go everywhere. New York, choreography, and he loved to dance. He never get tired.
You know, I see you got a Hall of Fame wall.
Uh-huh.
Could you name some of these players that's up here on this Hall of Fame wall?
Yeah, that whole top row is pro players.
Yeah.
And you know, I still got a ton of them that all we needed to get the picture, but I had to stop doing the colleges because it's too many.
It's too many, huh?
I had a team here. We go through some pictures sometime, and you see 5 kids, you know, just standing around as maybe Mighty Mites or something. 5 kids in one frame. And we picked that and said, look, this kid went to FIU, this kid went to NU, so in Tennessee, you know, and then on our website, I got a list of all of them.
Wow. What's your website? You can tell the world.
It's Blue Sombrero. It's .com/Palmetto Raiders. It's TSHQ.BlueSombrero/ Palmetto Raiders.
Palmetto Raiders.
Yeah.
You know, some people get confused with Commissioner Moss. When they mention Commissioner Moss, they don't think of the chief of
Dennis Moss.
Dennis Moss. They think of you.
Oh yeah?
I promise you.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe like some people like, hey, who can I talk to so I can get, you know, such and such donated? I say Commissioner Moss. Oh, that's the one at the Palmetto Raiders?
I actually had somebody come in and ask me that too.
Are y'all related?
No. I wish. No, but as far as grant writing and stuff, after the Hurricane Andrew, I had to go to Miami-Dade County, and they were trying to help us build the parks back. So that's how I got in the program of writing grants for them. And ever since then, we've been a little small grant, you know, help with uniforms and stuff. It's nothing major. Like some of the parts, but and from then, and you get all your paperwork together. That's what the main thing that I learned from them. They told you everything you need to apply for grants and stuff. So then I made sure the park got it.
But as you can see, Palmetto is stopped.
Yeah.
With the Sean Taylors.
We got a few.
Hey man, you got to where they switched the trophies.
Yeah.
From the Sean Taylors how they used to be.
Oh yeah.
This year was here.
Actually, I was on the board when I had to go pick them out for the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be in charge of the trophies for the league, and that was one of my duties, making the schedule.
But who created those small ones like that?
That's for the last couple of years. I haven't been on that detail.
Yeah, why they went from that?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to save money to give to the teams to travel. So that's what they are. They want to make sure that they cut back on that struggle, because it's a struggle.
Is Pop Warner is a nonprofit?
Everything's a nonprofit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pop Warner nonprofit.
Wow, never knew that.
Yeah. And every team that's on good standing with Pop Warner National is nonprofit too.
That's
501c. You automatically become that.
Oh, once you
become a member of Greater Miami, not Greater Miami, but Pop Warner Little Scholars Inc., which is the parent company for Greater Miami Pop Warner, you become a 501c3.
Yeah, but as you can see, I'm Blochead. This coach, Commissioner, President.
Yes.
Moss.
Yeah.
Vice President.
Yes.
Man, you got a lot of titles.
Ain't no problem, man. I'm a retired man. I can handle it.
Yeah, you did the post office?
I did the post office for 36 years.
So you know Patrick Matthews?
Yeah, Pat Matthews worked with me for 10, 15 years.
That's my father-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah. Me and Pat. Yeah, we worked right across. He had 25. I had 32.
Yeah.
You know, and, we worked. We been friends for long. I used to not only was a letter carrier, but I did a little side work as a painter also.
What?
And we used to. Pat was work with me. We used to go work, deliver the mail all day, paint apartment buildings at night.
Well, that's our time, man.
Yeah, okay.
Once again, it's Big Herc TV. I'm your host, Big Blochead. Mr. Moss.
Yes, sir.
Man of the hour.
It's a pleasure.
It was great, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem.